Yo, 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 welcome to the usual Him Spec. Today is going to be an episode that acknowledges Rival Week. And just so everybody understand out there, Team Usher, let's go! I don't know if that was too loud, right? But yeah, this rivalry week, I guess they chose the Houston Rockets, and maybe I'll look into the history of the matchup because of the Thompson twins. And I felt like that's a good, rivalry week highlight to have. Both of the twins can ball. Both of the twins is on squads. And both of the twins is looking to do a lot with their teams this season, right? So what better matchup could it have been for real? And man, I'm just looking forward to it. I made sure I did this on a different platform. Well, it's not even really a platform. I used a DAW to record this one and just explore, my thoughts on the matchup. It's going to be exciting. I feel like both teams are humming right now. Maybe the young guys are going to get off a little bit more on the Houston Rockets than, the old, arguable, GOAT of scoring, Kevin Durant, Tarantula, right? Recent Olympian, gold medalist, Kevin Durant. And he can contribute to the win, and they can score a lot of points, man. That's going to be the crazy part. But they are going up against one of the best defenses in the league, if not the best defense in the league. Hopefully, Cade, continues to rest up. I don't think he's going to make himself available for this game, which, it's going to be telling of the team and what we're capable of doing. This is one of the top teams in the West, and we about that smoke this season is what it's coming off like. And I say that because I got my place nice and smoky. Just, burn some sage and burn some used tea bags, right? And just wanted to get rid of it before I got out of here today. Wanted to make this replay and just make sure that I was just giving a lot of banter, right? No real change in how it is that I see the team going after winning games, defense, finishing in the lane, catching the rhythm, hitting open jump shots. If they don't feel confident in the 3 range, stepping in, hitting a closer range shot, which I feel like always helps. 2 is better than 0. Even though 2 ain't better than 3. And really just, enjoying yourself out there seems to be a format that you can't deny contributes to wins. So, I just see this matchup being good. It's rivalry week. I do want to, not completely analyze teams during rivalry week. See what it means to the players on the teams, the type of energy that they give, and the type of camaraderie they choose to have during this time of the season. So, I'm looking forward to a good matchup. I always want separation. I don't like them close games. I like them. I can't say I don't like them. I would rather them close games not be a thing. That, towards the end of the season, we start putting together the complete games, and that give us that separation at the end, right? That door closing space to where you couldn't score 15 points in 45 seconds type of deal, right? To close that gap. Not only that, maybe we in the last 2 minutes possess the ball for a good portion of the last 2 minutes. And I'll speak on that, later down the season. So I feel like that's going to be big. And I guess, just it looks good. People are healthy and people are having fun around the league, right? But especially on the Detroit Pistons. Good luck to the Detroit Pistons. I'm looking forward to being a fan and having the Thompson twin that we have on our team be up in the personal matchup against his brother, even though his brother balls hard and ball out. And I do like his game, right? Looking forward to him being in the All-Star game for multiple years. Having this twin be in the All-Star game for multiple years, as the responsibilities fall on him to be able to put up those sort of numbers, because I know that he'd get voted in around the league if it was up to the coaches and players, and contribute to the East, having home court advantage in the finals. A nice little stretch of that will be fun to watch. Oh, also what I was going to say is that to try to describe my reception of the international ballers that pretty much are like top of the league at their positions. One, they're like the top guys out of their countries, right? But two, if it was ever comparable to just, NBA style basketball, it was at the time where the NBA and the ABA were two separate leagues, and the ABA has certain caliber of players on that side, and they balled all in the sense of unconventional almost, right? I feel like that's how you get the Jokic, the Gilchrist Alexander, the Luka. I feel like that's how you get those guys, right? Is that if you was to compare their style of play to those guys, the ABA guys that crossed over into the NBA, that's how you get them. That's how you get those guys. And like they're keeping that tradition going in the NBA. And that's how it is that they're mentionable when it comes to MVPs, right? So I just wanted to share that as well. Good thing I remembered at the end, because that was something that was on my mind. I want to explore that more. I might have to do some history on whatever I can find when it comes to, the flashiness of the ABA players and the unconventional positioning that they were, or positions that they played on the court for their teams, right? If that's similar to who Luka is, who Jokic is, even though I feel like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is kind of a rendition of Kobe, right? Maybe a rendition of Jordan, just not on the defensive end so much. And that's just because of the caliber of players in the NBA now. I don't think you could two-way dominate like that all season and have what it takes in the playoffs to carry that to a championship. I don't think that's possible in today's NBA. I feel like you get worn down pretty quick. So yeah, that's my take on it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Again, shout out to the Pistons. Rivalry week, Houston Rockets, Thompson twins. Two really high caliber teams. I say that. I can't say, offenses or defenses on both sides, right? But, they're good at what they do, and they're high ranking in the league. Let's enjoy this one.